The poems in the Exeter book reflect the hardship and uncertainty of life in the Anglo-Saxon times. Men who made their living on the sea had to leave behind their families and sail long distances in primitive, poorly equipped boats. The women and children left behind endured months and even years without knowing whether their menfolk would return. In addition, frequent outbreaks of disease and war scattered communities and brought untimely death to many people.
Wait.
This tells a true tale, and mine. It tells how the sea took me, swept me back, and forth in sorrow and fear and pain, and showed me suffering in 100 ships and 1,000 ports. And in me, it tells of smashing surf when I sweated in the cold of an ancient's watch. Perched in the bow, as it dashed under cliffs, my feet were cast in icy bands. Bound with frost, with frozen chains, and hardship groaned around my heart. Hunger tore at my sea-weary soul, no man sheltered on quiet fairness of earth can feel. How wretched I was, drifting through winter on an ice-cold sea, whirled in sorrow on an ice-cold sea, whirled in sorrow, alone in a world blown clear of love, hung with icicles.
Miss my husband so
Who
much.
could believe, knowing but the passion of cities? Swelled proud with wine and no taste of misfortune. How often, how wearily, I put myself back on the path of sea. Night would blacken, it would snow from the north, frost bound the earth, and hail would fall. The coldest seeds, and how my heart would begin to beat, knowing once more the salt waves tossing, the towering sea. The time for journeys would come. And my soul called me eagerly out and sent me over the horizon, seeking foreigners home. But there isn't a man on earth so proud, born to greatness, so bold with his youth, grown so brave or so graced by God, that he feels no fear as the sails unfurl. Wonder what fate has willed and willed do. Oh! 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 No passion for women, no worldly pleasures, nothing, only the ocean's heaver. Who could understand in ignorance east what we others suffer as the paths of exile stretch and endlessly on? The wealth of the world neither reaches to heaven nor remains. No man has ever faced the dawn certain of which fate's three threats. Who would fall, illness of age, or an enemy's sword, snatching life from his soul? Now there are no rulers, no emperors, no givers of gold, as once there were, when wonderful things were worked among them. And they live in lordly magnificence. Those powers have vanished, those pleasures are dead. Those powers have vanished, those pleasures are dead. The weakest survives, and the world continues, kept spinning by tool, or glory is tarnished. The world's honor ages and shrinks, bent like women who mold it. A brother opens his palms and pours down gold on his kinsman's grave, stewing his coffin with pleasures, and intended for heaven, but nothing golden shapes the wrath of God, for a soul overflowing with sin, and nothing hidden on earth rises to heaven.
The narrator.
Wife.